Devin Zoolander and Flojo, take one, action. Yo, what do they call me? They call me Devin Zoolander. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. Yeah, they call me Devin Zoolander. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. And I look good on camera. You know I look good on camera. Yo, what's up? It's your homie, Devin Zoolander, coming all the way live from Rec Philly, from my hometown of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And I am so honored today because I have with me a woman that is exceptionally talented, a woman that is a director, a writer, an actress, and a model, creative director. Please put your hands together for the one and only Flojo.
Yay! I'm so excited. I'm so excited to be here. Thanks for having me.
No problem. Thank you for having me as well. And also I want to send a special shout out to one of my staff members and a good friend who is an actress and does a lot of different creative things as well. Please put your hands together for the one and only Tierra Goode.
Yay, Tierra.
Yeah, the homie, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, it is so good to talk to you today. You know, I was really impressed by your page. I was impressed by, yeah, you're welcome, the vibrant colors. So what I would like to do first is, I would like to ask you a question. If you could have any superpower in the world, what would that be?
Oh my gosh, that's the first question? Well,
Yeah.
I'm into superheroes. Like, I want to be a Marvel superhero. That's my thing. So it's hard to pick, but lately I have been looking at Firebird, which is a Marvel superhero. And she's like Hispanic, she's like sexy, she got all these crazy superpowers. So she has the ability to control fire. So that would be so dope. Like, I think that would be dope. So I would have that.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know how I would use it, but I would like that.
Well, hopefully you would use your powers for good.
Yes, I don't know. Maybe I'll turn evil. Who
Maybe.
knows?
Okay, all right, well, we'll see. Yeah. That's nice. These are the jokes. So anyway, speaking of your love for superheroes, why do you refer to yourself as a Marvel superhero?
Because I am a Marvel superhero.
Oh,
so
my bad.
I'm very
Excuse
much
me.
into speaking things into existence. Thoughts become things. If whatever you put out in the universe is going to happen, if you believe it as much as you want it. So I'm a Marvel superhero. And shout out to Febby. He is Mr. Speak It Into Existence. He's my manifestation coach. He's the one that actually put me onto manifesting things, and he said you have to be who you want to be now. Don't wait for it. So I'm a Marvel superhero.
Okay. Also, I want to let you know, T, you can always jump right in. So you have a question while you're
Yeah. I do actually, because I want you to talk about when we all first walked in here.
Yes.
The time.
Yes.
It was 11:11.
It was 11:11 when we walked in here.
Yes. And that's major to me.
Right.
Very, very major.
Yes.
So, like, what does it mean to you?
Well, 11:11 means to me that you're on the right path. So every time I see 11:11, it's like, all right, I'm doing something right.
Yes.
Like, this was meant to be here.
Right.
So I love it.
I make my wish every time I see it, and then I start saying prayers. So, yeah.
All right. Well, I feel that. Okay, let's talk a little bit about the name Flojo. Now, when I think of Flojo, I think of the late, great track superstar that wore the fluorescent nails and she had the cool colors, and kind of like before Serena Williams, she was like that female athlete that has so much swag. So you have taken on the name Flojo, and it's only one name like Madonna or Beyonce or Brandy. So I just want to know, where does the name Flojo come from? And why is that name so meaningful to you?
Well, Flojo is a nickname, so people at work actually started calling me that. But my real name is Flor, which means flower in Spanish. A lot of people can't really roll the R, so they just started calling me Flo.
Okay.
And then it just developed from Flo to Flojo, and I was like, Flojo, she's very powerful. She's a powerful woman. She's very respected, so why not? Flojo, I like Flojo.
Absolutely. On your website, your bio says that you are working on your degree in film and television production.
Yes.
How is that process going? And also, what is the moment that inspired you to go back to school?
It's going. It's slow because I've been doing a lot of acting lately. So I've been doing it online. So online, I can actually do it on my own time. So it's cool. To me, the moment that I said I needed to go back to school was when I started actually filming my own projects. So I was
Okay.
like, not only do I want to be an actress, but I want to know what the directors are talking about when they say, put this light here, let's shoot from this angle, why is this angle good for the story, telling the story. So all those things behind the scenes, like I want to make sure that I know, and it's going to make me good, even better as an actress. So when they tell me, okay, stand right here, the light is right here, this is the angle, then I know exactly why they're telling me to do that. So I like to know all behind the scenes things.
And that's good because you were actually able to help out today.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm like, oh wow, she knows what she's talking about. So the school is paying off.
Yes.
So that's good.
I hope so.
Right, definitely.
Sometimes it's like you're doing things, it's like, am I doing the right thing? And then after a while, it's like, you know what? Yeah, I'm proud of myself.
Yes.
Yeah. So, tell me about the first film that you ever made. What was your budget? What were some of the challenges that you faced in completing that project? And what lessons did you learn from that experience?
Okay, so the first film that I actually made was not supposed to be a film. It was Silent Fright. So it's on my website. It's on YouTube, actually. It was just me playing around. So it was me and my partner at the time, and we were just playing around with the camera. So we had gotten a new camera, Blackmagic, and we're like, all right, let's just play around with the settings. And then we didn't have a treatment. We didn't have anything lined up for it. We was just like, all right, let's just go. Let's just film.
Wow.
And then what's crazy about that is like, after we edited it, I submitted it to like film festivals and stuff like that, to a whole bunch of film festivals, and it won 3 awards. And it was like we had no budget.
That's
we had
amazing.
we didn't write anything for it, no treatment. We had it's a silent film, like an actual silent film. So it was all emotion and lighting. We had no lighting either. It was just me and the little candle. Like if you see the film, it was just me and the candle because we just wanted to test out the settings for the camera, like and low light and everything. And it ended up winning 3 awards. So I was like, all right, we're on the right path. Like, we're doing something right.
That's the power of starting where you are.
Yes.
You know, you don't have to wait for a big budget, all that stuff. Just start where you are. You never know what happens.
Yes.
I love it.
And in the scene, what was the significance of like the wine? Because what I was looking at is when the camera would get really, really close to certain objects, and when you don't have words, you have to kind of tell the story a different way. So please, can you just tell me what is the symbolism, or what is the inspiration behind focusing on the wine or the liquor, whatever?
Yeah, because it's a Saturday night. As a single woman, it's like you're at home, you're chilling by yourself, and it's like all of a sudden you're drinking wine, and all of a sudden all this crazy stuff starts happening at home, and it's like, damn, like,
is it the wine?
Right. First of all, is it the wine? Like, am I tripping, or is something like really going on? But it's like I was just trying to relate to all the people that just chill on a Saturday night and are just there by themselves. As single, you know,
that's how it goes.
Vibrant women that like to drink wine.
So one of the things I also noticed is when you were doing the behind the scenes interview about the film Silent Fright, you were talking about the message that you wanted to get across as far as, are we really safe at home? Yes. So can you speak a little bit, and after you speak, I would like you also to add your opinion too, Tierra. What is it like being a single woman at home and you feel like you pretty much have everything under control, but then you hear a noise or you get a feeling or something like that makes you question if you're really safe at home by yourself?
Oh my gosh, this is like, and it's crazy because it's an everyday thing. Like, as a single woman, it's an everyday thing. Like, I don't think I ever feel 1,000% safe at home. Like, when I lock my door, I have like one of those, what are they called? The door bullies?
Stoppers?
Yeah, the door stoppers. I lock
it.
I go back like every few seconds, like right before I go to sleep. Like, I lock the doors. I make sure everything's like tight. So it's like, you never really are safe at home. Nobody's ever really safe at home. Somebody could knock through the door right now, and what am I gonna do? Like, if it's 2 big guys, like, I can't do nothing. So it's like the only thing that I can do is just pray about it and make sure, have protection over my home, and then just live life as much as I can. Because you can't be stressed out over stuff like that.
Right, you can't live in fear.
You can't.
But yeah, you nailed it. That's how I feel, especially at the start of COVID. I'm like, oh my gosh, the world's shutting down. I'm by myself. I don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
So I was terrified. Everybody's like, you got to go get a gun. So I'm looking up guns. I'm like, what do I need to do? I'm scared of guns.
Right.
So yeah, I definitely agree. Like, you're never really safe, but like you said, keep in prayer and just watch out, watch your back. Make sure, be on high alert all the time. So yeah.
Well, yeah,
protect the women. You guys gotta protect this, and especially if you see something going on, see a woman in danger. Like, I think everybody should step up because you know, things happen.
Wow. Well, as a man that cares about women and their safety and their ability to just move the way they need to move without looking over their shoulders. I appreciate you telling that story through that short film, because it is one of vulnerability, because you think about lying in your bed. Like, I know even as a man, there might be a time if I'm in the shower or if I'm in bed and you hear a noise, and if you watch enough horror films, then you start to think, wow, who did I piss off today? Or like, what is that noise? Or is the downstairs neighbor that has the pit bull that I be like talking shit to, like, damn dog, like, yo, you loud as shit. I'm trying to record a podcast up in here and you're doing all this extra shit. Like, am I about to meet my maker right now? So I appreciate you highlighting that. To move on, I would like for you to talk about the beginning of Floductions LLC, and I know that you have a business partner as well.
Yeah, Cat.
Okay, Cat. All right.
Next question.
Hey. All right. So anyway, let's.
The movement by herself.
Right. And a force by yourself, apparently. Yes. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, let's just talk about, you see something on the website and be like, hey, yo, I think I can hit it there. But okay. So please tell me about the inception of Floductions, where it started, what were the challenges, where it is today.
Well, actually, Floductions started because I, as an actress, just needed clips for my reel. Like, a lot of the films were pushed back because of COVID, and a lot of times they don't give you the footage until the film is actually out.
Right.
So you can't have it. So it's like, all right, well, I'm out here working. People want to see what I want to do, what I'm doing, and the only way to do that is if I actually have footage.
Yeah.
So we started just putting the actual films together or clips together, and I'm like, you know what, like, we need to start like an actual business for this. Because our stuff is alright, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's nice, people will pay for it, so that's where it came from. I've been thinking that from now on I actually want to give back to the community, so I actually want to have free services for our people. So the Latin community, the Black community, like, all of us need, even the young kids, we need services like that, and just be an inspiration to the community. So hopefully I'm thinking within this year I can have some type of program where I can give back. This is still in the development. I'm still thinking about how it's going to go about, but it is going to happen. I'm putting it out there.
Speaking into existence.
Yes.
And I love that you're taking control of your own career.
Yes.
You're making it happen for yourself. And I'm pretty much like in the same boat. I'm like, you know what? I'm putting my own reels out.
Yeah.
Even when I do my auditions, I usually keep them to myself. Now I'm like, no, why am I keeping it to myself? Let me put it out there. So I saw your page and I'm like, okay, she's doing it. So you're an inspiration to me.
Thank you.
You're
I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Oh man, that's what happens when you put another woman on. It's like, hey girl,
and
it's
two
like
Aries together. Like,
yes.
I knew right away. That energy.
Yeah. All right, Cancer's checking in. All right. So let's see. We talked about Silent Fright already. So here we go. I know that you are originally from New York.
Yes.
So I'm sure you're aware that there appears to be a bit of a rivalry between New York and Philly. And because, okay, maybe you're not, but because, you know what it is? No, let me say this. As somebody that lives in Pittsburgh, like, you can tell when a rivalry is, like, one-sided, because, like, you'll be like, oh, man, where are you from? Philly. Philly. Y'all probably act like this, right? Y'all probably act like this. And then the Philly people be like, oh, excuse me. You were talking to me? I did not get that. You have beef with me? Man, that's gotta suck.
Right.
So maybe it's like that because, we, like, and I say humbly, like, sometimes Philly does feel like the little brother to New York. But as far as your experience, as far as being in the New York market and the Philly market, I just want to know, what are some of the differences that you notice both for you personally and professionally between the two cities?
Oh, that's a good question.
I know. T was in the lab with me talking about, yo, you got to hit it with that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
I grew up in New York, so of course I'm going to have a preference to New York. I feel like New York is the city that never sleeps. Like, you can go out at 6 o'clock in the morning and you can still be partying at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yes.
Like, everything's live. Out here, it'll shut down like 2 or 3. But ever since I came to Philly, Philly has embraced me. Like, Philly has been awesome to me, and it is like I would say it is like the little brother to New York.
Yeah.
They don't like for me to say that, but
It is
in
what
my
it is.
mind, you know, that's what it is. The similarities, I think, there's a whole bunch of creatives. New York and Philly has amazing creatives. Everybody's doing something. Everybody's out and about, and, and I love it. Like, I feel like I'm accepted in both cities. So I love everything about it. Yeah.
You're good in every hood.
Yeah.
All right. Well, T, I would like for you to speak about. I know your passion as far as being a creative that is from Philly and that is currently working in Philly. So I would like for you to talk a little bit about why you don't really pay too much attention when people are saying negative things about the city, and how, like, even when we were walking in here, I'm used to this place being the gallery from when I grew up, and it was a different kind of mall that was just kind of like more like the hood mall, and then I walk in here and I see a Sephora store.
Yeah.
I'm like, they don't have
Awesome.
Yeah, it is awesome. So as somebody that has been here for a good amount of time, what are some of the good things about Philly, and what is it that gives you confidence to not listen to people that try to put Philly down creatively?
Well, okay, so before, when I was doing like auditions, I always thought, man, I gotta do it outside of Philly, like originally, because I didn't think Philly had what was going on, what I needed. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, I start auditioning in Philly, and then everything just started spiraling. And every time I turn around, there's like another audition for Philly. And I'm like, wow, wait, Philly, we got some talented people. And then shooting shows, like I was in a series, web series, Trapped the series, while I was actually living in DC. But when I came home, I'm like, we all using the word join, we doing everything. I'm like, wait, this is home. This is where I need to be. So this is where I've been shooting majority of my films. So this is like the city, everybody's getting creative. And then like here, Rec Philly is like amazing.
Right.
For all creatives to come, Philly got it. Philly has it.
Yeah.
For sure.
Well, thank you very much for sharing, because I often think about where my next move is going to be. And even though I'm not quite at the level that you two are as far as in your acting career, I actually reconnected with Tierra on the set of the film Rustin that we worked on in Pittsburgh, and I had known her, like we had been Facebook friends before, but it's kind of like more of a mutual friends type thing where you don't really interact, you just kind of know of people. But then when you see someone and you're like, oh, okay, I do know you, I kind of know you a little bit, and then we started just really talking about stuff creatively, and it's been really good to have her as a friend and just somebody to bounce ideas off of. But one of the things that she said while she was in Pittsburgh is that, like, you know, Dev, what you're looking for doesn't really exist in Pittsburgh. And because my roots, like I grew up here, and I think for a while, I think you hear about the violence in Philly, you hear about some of the negativity maybe with politics and other things, and when you're just watching it from afar, then stuff that feeds your confirmation bias as far as, well, I already believe Philly is shitty, and now I heard some shitty news about Philly, so I'm never going back there because it's shitty over there, I'm not going to grow, when in reality the city has definitely evolved a lot. So I appreciate people like Tierra and people like yourself to be able to say, like, nah, I'm here, I'm working, I'm getting,
And it's popping, so come home. That's what I told him to say, come home. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, so I got to go through the long process of trying to not be a hoarder anymore and get rid of the shit that I don't need. Yo, that couch is trash. You don't need that shit. That's Wayfair, brother. You could get that again for the low. Come on now, Value City, my brother.
Right.
All right, so to keep it moving, the color palette for your IG page is very bright and eye-catching.
Yes.
What does your color scheme say about your personality?
Ooh, you know what? I didn't even think about that. Like right now I'm wearing black. I was just on the phone with someone. I'm like, I usually don't wear black.
Really?
Like I like wearing bright colors.
Yes.
Look at my
I peep, yeah.
I wear neon. I wear white in the winter. I don't care what nobody says.
Right.
Like I don't care
Breaking
about
all
none of
the
that
rules.
fashion stuff. Yeah.
Yes.
I like to stand out. Like I like bright colors. I feel like if you look at my pictures, like I have an RBF face.
Yes, yes.
But it's like
See, when you say it, I don't have to.
you get to know people are like, oh, you're cool. Okay.
Yeah.
But I feel like, that's my personality. I'm bright, I'm vibrant, and anybody that tells you to calm that stuff down is just hating. So
Exactly.
I don't care.
Now, as someone that is an attractive woman, I think most people would agree with
Thank
that.
you.
You're welcome. But at the same time, and Tierra, I want your opinion on this as well, there can be the tendency for people to misrepresent or misconstrue you expressing yourself like, hey, I'm confident in who I am, I work hard for the way that I look, I really love the way I look, and I want to radiate positive energy. But some people might see that as stuck up or bougie or something like that. So what are some of the things that people might think about you or have told you that are kind of like backhanded compliments, that they think that they're flexing, they think that they're telling you something good, but in reality it's something that like, yo, I don't really vibe with that comment. So what is an example of something that people say to you that is just weird?
Literally everything you said. Oh, you bougie, you know, you stuck up, you cocky, and it's like, just because I'm confident and I'm not afraid to show it, like, that's I feel like that's what is it?
Superpower. I'm not sorry. Let me not be your conscience.
I feel like that's downplaying me. Like, that's downplaying my abilities and everything that I have to show for. Like, not only do I look a certain way, but I'm also intelligent, and I also have a production company. I'm also an actress. I'm also this and I'm also that. So it's like, you could tell me I'm cocky, but that's I'm not gonna stop the show just because of your opinion. I'm sorry.
Sorry, real quick before T gets in, I'm thinking about a line from the song "Nigga, I'm from New York," where I think Jada is the one that says, "You tell me I'm not cocky, I'm confident. So when you tell me that, I'm not cocky, I'm confident. So when you tell me I'm the best, that's a compliment." Yeah. I got 100 guns, 100 clips. Nigga, I'm from New York.
Y'all see that battle? That battle was crazy.
I saw clips and it was definitely crazy.
Yeah. Okay, so Tierra, as someone who is, it might be viewed similarly, what are some of the things that people believe about you to be true that are really false?
Pretty much like what she said. People always say, oh, she thinks she's all that. Or when she come in, she's going to be bossy or she's going to do this. I'm like, no, actually, I'm one of the friendliest, nicest people that you will ever meet. You know, just because you see me a certain way, please don't even perceive me that way. Because, you know, I like to get glammed up. I like to get cute. But for the most part, I like just sneakers, chilling in the house, hair in a ponytail, no makeup, just chilling, being like authentically myself. But I used to always have to shrink my personality, shrink who I am in every single room, in front of friends, everybody. I would shrink myself because I didn't want them to look at me a certain kind of way, or I would try to boost them up, like, here, do this, try this, put this makeup on, you want to wear this outfit, you want to do this, so that we can be friends. So I'm like, you know what, I don't care anymore. I'm going to be who I am, and I'm going to shine. You can shine too. I'm going to be the baddest in my lane. You can be the baddest in your lane. And we can shine together. We can work together. But I don't want to ever be in a room anymore where I'm shrinking myself, or, you know, people are looking at me and perceiving me to be something, because I'm going to let you know. Now I'm going to let you know. But it took me a long time to find that voice. It took me a long time for people to keep dumbing me down, or, you know, telling me I'm something that I'm not. That now I'm just like, you know what? I don't care what anybody think. I'll be that, but I'm going to show you who I am. Right. Okay?
That's a fact. I agree 1,000%. Because I feel like people, like, that takes energy. Like, for you to try to boost somebody up, or for you to limit yourself. And that's like, for you to call me things like that, that's an insecurity on your part. Right? It's like, I'm not giving into that. I'm sorry. If you're insecure, then, oh well, I don't know what to say. I'm not the therapist here.
Right, I was going to say that, because then it comes to, like, people with their mental health, or, you know, childhood traumas, but don't put that on me, you know, because everybody has something, everybody's going through stuff, but I shine bright every day. I wake up happy, smiling, and laughing.
Shine bright like a diamond. All right, hold on. All right, hold on real quick. I'm gonna just.
Where you going?
No, I'm just moving the camera, girl. Nah, because my thing is I slid over because I was trying to be more in the middle, but then I peeped, like, you know what? Even though we like you, we need to get a little bit more meat, because I'm already halfway in there.
I was gonna say that.
Yeah.
Should I move?
You're good. You're good. No, you're still good. It was just more of something where I was like just focused on you, but now when I thought about the ability to get me in there too, instead of having me like, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and we're back. Well, you know what? This is a really good conversation that we're having, but I feel like because we touched on the subject of insecurities, as far as insecurities that people might have in their perceptions of you, and really insecurities of their own that they're projecting onto you, I'm also wondering how being an attractive woman that is doing her own films and that is creating her own avenues, or in Tierra's case is someone who is constantly going on auditions, that is booking parts and stuff like that. People that you might try, people that want to think they might want to be in your life from afar, they might want to they suddenly get in your life and then they realize, oh, this life is a lot more complicated than I first thought. So without not trying to trigger anyone, but I would like for both of you to share what it's like for what the dating life is like for someone in your position that is someone that is constantly networking with people. You know, maybe you're hugging people, you're going out for dinner, not romantic, it's all business related, but when we see a man and a woman or something like that walk in together, the first thing we do when we're being ignorant is like, oh, they must be doing stuff together. So how do you navigate trying to date with being in an industry where a lot of people are insecure about that?
That's a very good question. Well, right now I'm very focused on my career. So dating is kind of like on the back burner. I have been dating, but I try to push that to the side. If my career always comes first, or is coming first now. As far as that, I've had instances where, you know, the person was jealous, or the person, they couldn't wrap their mind around it. So from now on, I always said that I'm going to be dating somebody that is a creative, somebody that understands that, because it's again, it's too much of your energy to try to make somebody understand. And I'm not doing that anymore.